Today we're talking about the Canon R5C. Originally released in January of 2022 as Canon's answer to filmmakers who wanted serious cinema features without stepping up to a full cinema body, the Canon R5C sits right at the crossroads between a high-resolution, mirrorless camera and a compact cinema tool. It takes the photo power of the R5, it adds active cooling, proper cinema codecs, and Canon's Cinema EOS menus, all in a body that's still small enough to live on a gimbal or in a backpack. And today we're breaking down 10 reasons why the Canon R5C still makes a lot of sense today, and a few reasons why it might not be the camera for everyone. And by the end of this video, we'll hopefully answer the big question, is the Canon R5C the right camera for you? So I'm here with Becca, who has very kindly volunteered to be our model today with the Canon R5C. How are you finding the pic so far?
Great, it's really fun. It's been a good shoot and the camera quality is great.
Yeah, hopefully the edits come out good, and yeah, it's cold and we're in Greenwich.
So we're currently in Lola's cake shop, so it's nice.
Yeah, it's very warm in here, so thanks Lola. So number one on my list is the internal 8K cinema quality. The Canon R5C records 8K video internally up to 60 FPS in cinema raw light without needing external recorders. This is ideal for cinematic content, but also for future-proofing your footage. In a world where 4K is becoming more and more the standard, having that 8K cinema quality may come in very handy for projects that you have years from now. Point number two is that this camera is truly a hybrid powerhouse. You're getting a 45 megapixel full frame sensor for high resolution photography alongside proper professional cinema features. That means serious stills and serious video from one body without compromises. For creators who shoot both, it removes the need to carry two cameras or split budgets across different systems. My third point is the cinema grade codec options. You can shoot in cinema raw light 10-bit 422 XFAVC or MP4, which gives you real flexibility depending on the job. Whether you're delivering fast turnaround client work or diving into heavier color grading projects for more creative work, this camera adapts to your workflow rather than locking you into a single format. Point number four is unlimited recording. To be honest, this is a big deal when it comes to real world use. The internal cooling fan helps manage heat far better than the original Canon R5, meaning you can roll for long takes without constantly watching a timer or worrying about thermal shutdowns, which of course is brilliant for interviews, documentaries, and live events. That reliability alone justifies this camera. Hi there, very quickly, if you're enjoying this breakdown of the Canon R5C, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon. I cover everything from camera gear reviews to content creation tips and filmmaking tutorials. And if you want more behind the scenes stuff, you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, where I share extra tips, BTS shoots, and sometimes just daily life as a content creator. Links are down below. Now back to the video. Point number five is that this camera brings proper cinema tools into a compact body. Timecode for syncing, waveform and vector scopes for exposure and color, and false color for fast, accurate lighting. All of these work together to remove guesswork. It lets you shoot with the same discipline and consistency that you'd expect from much larger cinema cameras. Point six is the fast and reliable autofocus. Canon's dual pixel AF tracks people, faces, and movements smoothly in both video and stills, making it extremely dependable in real-world shooting. For run and gun work, it takes a huge amount of pressure off, letting you focus on framing and storytelling rather than constantly pulling focus. Point seven is that it's lightweight for its class, but not fragile. Despite offering serious cinema features, the camera remains manageable on gimbals and handheld setups. It's currently one of the smallest cinema EOS cameras that Canon offers. Pair that with a weather-sealed, durable build, and you've got a camera that works well for shooting on location, in changing weather, and in situations where you need reliability more than anything else. Point 8 is the flexible frame rates. Being able to shoot 4K up to 120 FPS gives you plenty of creative freedom for smooth, slow motion, without taking a big hit in image quality. It's great for adding visual impact, capturing subtle motion, or elevating everyday shots in both commercial and creative work. One caveat that I noticed while using this is that the active tracking autofocus was a little hit and miss at 120 FPS, so bear that in mind. If there's a shot that you definitely need, I would probably recommend dropping down to 60 frames per second. Point 9 is the way that this camera handles workflow. The cinema style menus clearly separate photo and video, making it feel closer to a dedicated cinema camera when you're filming and a proper stills camera when you're shooting photos. That separation brings clarity, speed, and confidence in real-world shoots. And finally, point 10 is the strong future value and price drop. This camera is still a smart investment for hybrid creators. With retail prices having softened from launch, you can now pick up a Canon EOS R5C for around £2,200 to £2,500 in the UK. That's the body only, by the way, which is significantly lower than its original launch price and competitive with other hybrid cinema capable cameras in its class. In the US, it typically sits at around $2,500 to $2,800. Again, that's body only, depending on the retailer and deals, well below what early adopters paid at launch and offering excellent value given its cinema features and higher resolution stills sensor. Now, what makes this camera even more appealing is that Canon keeps updating the camera with firmware. You get enhancements and workflow improvements which extend its usability. So you're not just buying what it is today, but what it continues to become. That longer lifespan and price correction make it particularly smart for hybrid shooters who want a single, future-ready body rather than juggling multiple systems. Now, after saying all of that, no camera is perfect, and here are a few reasons why you might want to avoid the Canon R5C. First of all, there's no in-body image stabilization. Unlike the standard R5, the R5C drops IBIS. This means that handheld shooting relies more heavily on lenses with optical stabilization or external support like a gimbal or a rig. For some shooters, this won't be an issue, but it's an important trade-off to be aware of if you always shoot handheld. Another issue that I found was battery life, which is on the shorter side. For video work especially, many shooters find that they'll need multiple batteries, I mean multiple batteries on hand, or some form of external power for longer sessions. It's manageable, but it does mean planning your power setup more carefully than with other cameras. Another slight annoyance is the switching mode. When you're switching between photo and video, this is an instant. The camera briefly reboots when you change those modes. Again, this isn't a huge issue, but it can slow you down slightly if you're jumping back and forth between photos and videos on a shoot. One thing I did neglect to mention is if you are filming with this, a 128 gigabyte CF card. Now, if we come over to our filming options, you will see we're recording in RAW LT. We only get 15 minutes of recording time. If we go to ST, only get 10 minutes of recording time. So bear that in mind when you're filming an 8K video. All right, back to the video. Who should get a Canon R5C and why? Well, this camera really shines for creators who need one body that does serious photo and serious video without compromise. In particular, if you shoot hybrid content, from high-res stills to cinematic video, and if you want a single system that handles both. This will be someone who makes documentaries, interviews, events, or branded storytelling where reliable video matters. If you're someone who wants pro video tools like the timecode waveform, vector scope, flexible codecs built into the body, someone who values unlimited recording, strong autofocus, and robust frame rate options like 4K 120, and if you're someone who works regularly shooting on gimbals or in unpredictable conditions and needs a rugged, weather-sealed build, then the Canon R5C is a compelling choice for you. Now, it isn't perfect for every situation. You'll need to manage battery life, stabilization gear if you're using it handheld, and a slight pause when switching modes, but those are workflow considerations, not deal breakers. In short, if your work sits squarely on the photo and video hybrid spectrum and you want cinema class tools without buying two separate systems, the Canon R5C delivers real, practical value. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found today's video useful, don't forget to leave us a like. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell button for notifications. And now that you've watched this video, don't forget to check out my review of the Canon C80 over here, and also a side-by-side comparison of the C80 versus the Sony FX6, which you can watch over here. And in the meantime, stay creative, imagine, implement, and inspire, and I'll catch you in the next one.